Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Baldur's Gate 3. We are inside the Worms Rock Fortress. We're trying to figure out a way to shut down the Steel Legion guys. We had a fight against one and some other dudes. I don't remember if we looted the other dudes, so we're going to do that now. Infernal Iron. Doesn't look like we... No, we didn't loot anybody. Plus 2 mace. Incineration caster is still there.
If not over, then through.
Alright, we got a lot to rummage through here. Oh, that must be down. Yeah, that's down below. Let's go up here and... The ultimate state. What is progress? Progress is the movement of society and culture towards a state of collective unity. Without unity, mortals, each with their own individual agenda, blunder against each other, causing friction, conflict, war. Unity, peace and prosperity, is achieved when the collective follows a single agenda, that of one superior person. Runaway egocentrism, that urge, often miscalled free will, is the one true enemy of unity. Free will must be eliminated. Control of the brain is the key. The Netherese tadpole is the perfect tool. Tadpoled, the brain is free of egocentrism to follow the agenda of unity. The tadpole brain is a happy brain. There is no conflict except against the enemies of unity, and the brain is all you need. Once freed from its agendas of free will, it will always be freed of the frailties of the mortal form. The brain can live forever in a steel body, sorry about that, or even better, control that body from afar. This is progress. This is the ultimate state. So are those steel guys got people's brains in them? Lord Enver Gortash. Memoir notes with recent agenda. Memoirs by Gortash. Outline for Chapter 4. I re-established worship of Bane in Baldur's Gate as a hidden cult. I realize the secret worship of Baal is also on the resurgence and acquaint myself with the local leader, an actual Baal spawn. The Baal spawn and I worked together on a heist from the House of Wonders and, discovering common goals, forge an alliance. In dreams, the Baal spawn and I are visited by Baal and Bane, who name us their chosen and command us to seek out and ally with Ketheric Throm, the chosen of Miracle. Visiting Ketherick at Moonrise Towers, I learn of the Mind Flayer colony in the Underdark below and conceive a plan to conquer its Eldar brain using the crown of Karsus. The Ballspawn and I employ a diabolist's service to gain access to Mephistar and to steal the crown. We three chosen use the crown to enslave the colony's elder brain, but during the raid, the Ballspawn is betrayed by the Ballist's second in command, Orin the Red, who usurps the Ballspawn's power and declares herself Ball's new chosen. Following my master's plan, the new trio brainstorms our grand hoax of the Absolute. Note: where to put in the astral prism and the adventurers who took it after its theft from Vlaakith, and when to admit considering taking them as my new allies. So he's just wanting to go ahead and abandon his old allies for us. But that means we would have to play along with him, and that's not going to happen. Can't reach a book in that shelf, huh? Okay. Moving on then. Gortash, Private Memoirs, number 17. Pacifying the City. From the standpoint of control of masses, the Elder Brain's rate of tadpole vivipacy is disappointing. There will never be enough larvae to tadpole all the citizens of Baldur's Gate, or even the majority. The alternative approach to pacify the city is two-pronged. First, we take control of the municipal executive functions from the top down by leveraging fear of the Absolute to get me appointed Baldur's Gate's Archduke. Second, we deploy a program of selective tadpoling of key individuals as larvae become available, until all the city's power centers are effectively under my control. Assuming the success of this scheme, we should be able to spare a nursery or two of tadpoles to begin the same process in Amon. I must interview my southern agents to determine who will be best to execute this plan. Engagement plans for Baldur's Gate. Map of Baldur's Gate depicting the upper, lower cities as well as crowd. Okay, yep, we've seen something like that already. Alright, Knights of the Shield report. Stillman connection. Agent plans for Sword Coast. Schematic compilation.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Baldur's Gate's Temple Ball. Studies of Elder Brains. Alright. Attempts to displace the Knights of the Shield from their smuggling and contraband networks have been more difficult than anticipated, and we face a shortfall in reaching our target quota in wresting key clients from the Knights. Our assumption that we could pry business away from the Knights by simply offering their clients a better percentage has proven naive, with fences and customs runners routinely choosing loyalty to the Knights over profit. Negotiations with prospective clients have proven so difficult that we now believe the knights exert some sort of influence over their partners beyond the profit motive. The indications are that this influence is psychic rather than magical, but further investigation is required. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. As previously reported, the position of the Knights of the Shield as the leading smuggling syndicate in Baldur's Gate is strong, anonymously so. Generous bribery of key officials has elicited the information that the Knights are working hand in glove with a member of the Council of Four, Duke Balian Stellamain. Though Stellamain shows evidence of increasing debility due to some sort of wasting disease, her influence over transfer of contraband in the gate has only grown as her physical abilities have declined. Solving this enigma should give us the key to bringing down the Knights. Investigations continue. With utmost respect, Black Hand of Loyalty. Alright, that's something we've seen already. This portfolio notebook is stuffed with page after page of diagrams and schematics, recognizable as Gondian designs for magical enhancement mechanisms, but amended and expanded by notes in Gortash's precise handwriting. With emendations such as infernal hellfire power sources, elithid synapse cable writhing, and even Githyanki image projection hexanology. Particularly striking is a diagram of a giant steel watcher variant with a note in Gortash's hand reading, weight insupportable, cut the mass. A report for Lord Gortash by Scribe Yanthus. Your humble servant must report a failure in his assigned task to determine the location of the Baal Temple. Its location is known in a general sense. It's in the haunted, tumble-down subterranean complex usually called the Undercity Ruins. But though these ruins are said to be accessible from Baldur's Gate's sprawling sewer system, accounts differ on the location of this access point. Even if one could find its way into the ruins, they are extensive, and the temple's location within them is no longer certain. The temple was last active during the time of Ballast leader Servok over a century ago, and is said to have fallen into disuse after his passing. I shall report to the disciplinarian to expiate my failure. Studies of Elder Brains. A report for Lord Gortash from Scribe Yanthus. The Illithid Elder Brain is many things. Absolute ruler of its Mind Flayer colony, font of procreation through its production of Illithid larvae, the so-called tadpoles. But most of all, an Elder Brain is a supremely powerful organic collector, a mental machine able to process a vast number of stimulus through thought processes. Man, reading is hard. It is always 100 moves ahead and cannot be surprised except by a sudden confluence of unexpected variables. Mortal genius and innovation are no match for its sheer computational power. Below this, a note is appended in Gortash's precise handwriting. No weaknesses, but the unexpected. It seems I shall need unexpected allies. take silver goblet. Just a bunch of food.
Something over there.
Safe, that's a good thing.
Should be easy.
Ooh, difficulty 25. High security vault number 5 key. Supreme healing, elixir of health. Shield steward interrogation log, scroll or letter. Transcript of key passage in the interrogation of Flovus Nuge, or Nuge, or Nug, or I don't know. I'm going to say with Nuge. Steward of the Knights of the Shield Wall. Blackhand. When did you begin to suspect that Duke Stelmane was not herself? Nuge. I cleared her dinner dishes after a meal of mutton pie, but when I got the dish up to the kitchen, the mutton was brains. Blackhand. Brains? Nuge. And not sheep brains either, so I started poking around. Blackhand. In the elf song cellar? Nuge. In the night's secret chambers, yes. And I found a cell with a body in it, a corpse in city prison stripes. Blackhand. A dead state prisoner? Nuge. If I tell you about this, you're gonna let me go, right? Blackhand. Right. Nuge. It was a condemned criminal with the top of their head shattered and the brain mostly gone. Blackhand. In Stelmane's rooms? Nuge. The secret part, yes. That's where she found me. Blackhand. She what? Nuge. Found me. It found me. At first, I thought she was blue and floating, but then it was just Stelmane. She smiled. I don't remember anything after that.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Extra force damage or keep the armor class? I think we'll keep the armor class.
Never wanted the easy path.
Lord Gortash. Obedience before all. Based on the levels of influence, cross-indexed with vulnerability from various forms of pressure, bribery, blackmail, direct threats. The following are the top 8 peers in Parliament to target in the next 210 day. Duke Dillard Portier, Lord Rylan Yeneth, Lady Ruth Linacker, Lady Madeline Whiteburn, Lord Her Relan, Lady Hero Vanthanpur, Lady Silfrey Sashenstar, Lord Sarkin Iomane. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. And then just stuff. Stuffed bear. Looks like something can happen with it. Guide to Avernus, one hellish holiday. Baldur founds a city.
Careful, I'm behind. A crooked touch.
25 again. And we got a Mind Flayer Brain. Hell Dusk Boots. Cannot be forcibly moved by foe spells or actions. And you ignore effects of difficult terrain. When you fail a saving throw, you may use your reaction to succeed instead. Oh, that's nice. Let's go ahead and send those to us. Accelerated Grand Design. Let's read this. Accelerated Grand Design, the key points. The top leaders in the Bainite hierarchy to effectively implement what the Mad Alhun, known as Blue Apex, named the Accelerated Grand Design. It's important that you understand its broad outlines. Don't worry about the details. Leave those to me. The central element of this plan is that our dominated elder brain lays illicit tadpoles that induce a state of suspended ceramorphosis in which the host does not transform into a mind flayer. Instead, the tadpoled host becomes psychic minions of the hive mind of the elder brain, which they perceive as a goddess, a deity of conquest called the Absolute. This Absolute, however, obeys commands of the Chosen of the Dead Three, and needless to say, as Bane is the god of tyranny, our allies who worship Baal and Merkel must in the end defer to us.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, let's check out the bear and this piano.
Very well.
They both can be interacted with.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Or not.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Sounded like some noise was made. Oh, just tapped on it and that was it. Let's see if we can Speak with the undead with one of these guys. Speak with the undead. Speak with dead.
The corpse remains silent.
Nope. My guess is the explodey one was probably the one that would give us information.
This is a bust of the god Bane as he first appeared to Gortash in dreams, and was then described to a Rivington sculptor. Dame Mafrey, the orphan's friend, founded several orphanages in the outer city, as the lower city was no place for children, and the upper city declined to sponsor an orphanage. Founder of the Flaming Fist. Later history is kinder to him than accounts from his time, which portray him as a cruel and hard-handed mercenary commander.
Here we go.
Carrick started from nothing, built a financial empire and founded the counting house. He refused to mingle with the other patriarchs, saying, "They didn't want me when I was an urchin, and now they can't have me." Baldur's Gate ship captain Morgan Redlocks wed a man thrice her age. After the wedding, the groom suffered a heart attack. Redlocks converted his merchant ships into a pirate fleet. First of the Bormal patriarch family to start his own venture, Alec is the unscrupulous bastard who made their fortune in mines and vineyards.
This door opened up. Well, now let's see if these things are going to fight us. Fight them, best to do it one at a time. Nope, alright. We still didn't figure anything out about them. Oh, still have the Book of Necromancy, evidently. Kind of looking at these real quick. Well, we didn't find a way to deal with these steel watcher guys. I was hoping that would have been
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are having a safe and productive...
Yeah, they're just not. I don't think I missed anything in there. We can confront Gortash right now, but there are a lot of these. If these if it comes to a fight and these Steel Watcher guys join that fight, there's no way and we're gonna do anything. I think it might be better to head into town.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Now when we
Lord Gortash is
Oh, the gods truly
Please make
pity.
your way to the audience chamber.
Zora was there, I don't know if she'll let us pass. You can chat with her again real quick.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Will let us past. That just leads us straight to the lower city. Oh, what the heck? Let's see what happens.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Worst case scenario, we die a horrible, horrible
To the
death.
audience chamber.
This is probably a mistake.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
God,
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
To be so
But we're not doing this Iron Man, otherwise we would have stopped a long time ago. Alright, let's see what happens here.
My faith protects me.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good on spells.
at least things have stayed interesting. With haste.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city.
Point taken. I'll keep things peaceful.
The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Why is the crown failing?
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
What are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
It's going to take a lot to make me trust you.
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together, we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Examine his...
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
You seek to rule this city. I seek to better its people. We shall not be allies, Enver Gortash.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
You're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come, be witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Have no interest in this sham of a ceremony.
Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Okay. Gortash put forward a proposition. If we kill Orin and take her nether stone, he will let us rule the city alongside with them. Okay. Gortash proposed a pact of allegiance with us. If we kill Orin and take her nether stone, he'll... Okay, yep, same thing. Oh, that was just one that... Now that I know they're here, they annoy me. Alright. Ceremony's over. We should return to Mizora.
Let's see.
journal updates. Finally found Grand Duke Ravengard standing by Gortash's side as he crowned Gortash and Archduke. He disappeared after the ceremony. Ravengard is gone. His whereabouts are currently unknown. We should search the city for the signs of the Grand Archduke. All right. There she is. I thought she disappeared on us.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Already? I thought Gortash would want to keep him around.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Well, we know what she's going to want. She's going to want a pact. Redo the pact. Well, looks like Will wants to chat.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Where's Gortash taking your father, do you think? Well, that's a terrible sentence, in my opinion.
I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. Let's make camp when we're able. Mizora will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Did you know Stelmane very well, back in the day?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
Gone before her time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
be true? Duke Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
All right. Well, I guess right before the lower city is probably a good place to call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate that as well. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you later.